carelessness. Like, why did you lose your ID? And then you can feel that pain. I'm not supporting this.
Yeah.
But I was on the ground and then hearing these cases that there was a murder that happened 2 days ago. Somebody came and pasted as Joby, and he's not Joby.
Yeah.
And they went and killed someone.
Yeah.
Yes. I was like, what the hell? Like, yeah, we all wrote a statement. Yeah.
Because I'm finding it hard because back then was it kwa idea mtu.
Yeah.
Mbona huyo mtu alikuja kupiga idea yako? Because you had to go, even if you wanted to replace, you go alone. You have to take a picture. Even picking it, because ID used to be hard to get because lazima wende. Remember you had to go back to like where you were born, get a certificate, get a sign from the chief. It was like a whole process, you know. And then now, how do you give somebody's ID? I feel like that is because hata ukipoteza ID lazima uende peke yako. You can't. Somebody can't pick your ID. So why is somebody given your ID? That's a reckless police officer or whoever. Because hata watu wa Huduma Center ujue pia maybe mtu alimlipa akamdanganya tu haraka haraka. Because also these people maybe bribe and stuff. Unajua because people bribe their way to passports. Why can they bribe their way to pick somebody's ID?
Absolutely.
And because that can mess you up like really big time. You don't know what somebody's gonna do with your ID.
You
might find yourself in real trouble and even don't know. I better to register now line. You line what to kuiba.
So the original owner was arrested who did not commit the murder. Can you imagine that?
It's crazy.
Because the lady used that person's information.
And that's why we go back to the conversation. It's crazy because that's connected to again the conversation of it's not about tribalism, you know. When you end up in prison, whatever Boniface Halwale you were saying, if I'm getting his name correct, right?
Yeah, that's his name.
That he said that most Kikuyus are the people who end up in prison, you know, which is again, I feel like we spoke about it. It's a lie. It's not about tribalism.
Absolutely.
Because looking at what we're just talking about, you picking up my ID and I'm not involved in this crime, and me being arrested. They're not gonna first question which tribe are you.
Thank you.
This has been pinned on me, you know, or pinned on you. So how, you know, you're a Luya, you're a Kikuyu, and we found you. You went what? It's crazy. So literally today we had Huduma Center, which came up and of course clarified what Ruto said. Huduma Kenya dismissed Ruto's President Ruto's claim that the government has suspended ID replacement fees, stating that the ID replacement charges still applies at 1050. That is 1,050 Kenyan shillings. Yeah, so they're saying now hello, replacing ID still costs 1050, payable through e-citizen. So hakuna ID cash squeezing through e-citizen. You know, it's crazy. So literally looking at people's comments on this particular one, kuna mtu anasema Kasongo hutuona kama haga zake. Tuchukue kura guys, mnaona Tanzania vile sahi wanafanya suluhu. That is I think a few comments from that is earlier today, of course. Mwingine anasema stories za mtukufu unafaa usikie na masikio ya right itokee ya left. Because most of the things they say it's a lie. You know, we the majority on the ground, when you go there, that is not what you're told.
I agree.
And still hata kama itakuwa changed, wale wasi ukifika pale wanaweza bado kuitisha any fee hata kama sio 1050. Yes, you can say this is what it is, but when you get there, hey, nipe your wabi. Unataka haraka, nipe your wabi. And then you're gonna have to wait again 2 more weeks. Na kuna mali utawapeleka. You know, it's so crazy. But on this other end, we have the Mzungu.
But Joby, I feel like President Ruto anafanya tu PR mingi.
Yeah,
it's a political PR. Wana ndio akienda kwa wale watu because probably maybe mimi niko na idea yangu. Unaelewa, so I'm not even concerned. So if he comes and tells me this sina just enda huko. So for me I'll be like, hey, at least amerudishia watu ni PR tu. Unaenda ni PR ya ground because why are these people saying something different? And why would you come and make an official statement and you've not actually finished closing the deal with what wenye wanapeana idea, the registration company or the registration unaitwa immigration, right? One you're in charge of the whole ministry. Why would you pass and say it in public and yet it has not been finished? So meaning you're lying to people. And the next thing it's just political PR, literally trying to prove, because a lot of people are watching news. And not a lot of people lose their IDs every day. Yes, people lose their ID, but it doesn't make sense if I go to replace my ID. What I've never understood, hiyo kitu ID ni sinashananga hivi na Illuminati. it's actually 20 bob. Ni venye tu inakwanga laminated. Unaelewa? Then how is it 10.50? And it is a replacement. Your details were already there.
Actually,
so even if you are going to
You're
print
paying
it,
for the labor.
so labor, sini printing, sini machine.
Yeah.
Make it make sense.
You pay for my effort of taking that document to the machine.
It's crazy because if you make a card, at the cyber, it's 20 bob.
Yeah.
The same card, they write the same thing. So what do you mean if you go to photocopy, ni 2 bob? 10 bob
It's
maximum.
crazy. A lot of theft.
Yeah, so
in every
there's
sort
a lot
thing.
of there's a lot of theft when it comes to, like, I never got that KTR replacement because sometimes the punishing, maybe watu kupoteza ID yako
It's so
ukitaka.
true.
Unajua, some people lose the ID, they didn't know. Some people wameibiwa.
Look at that.
So why am I
Yeah.
being punished? Nilipe ID na 10.50 and it was not my fault it got lost. Unless people lose the ID, tena nipoteze ID yangu.
Yeah,
Nobody does
deliberate.
that.
Yeah.
Unajua, so it doesn't really make a lot of sense when you charge people extra money for replacing something. Si hata hakuna details zenye wanataka, it will take their time. They go to the machine, this is your detail, copy paste.
Yeah.
What is 10.50 for? Ni kuibia watu. And then when it comes to now, them wanting now you to use your ID, they'll do fast. Saizi sasa watakufanyia kazi haraka. Na kama
Yeah,
when you
2-3
apply
weeks.
2-3 weeks.
Yes.
See, for first timer it takes you, na sasa kureplace yenye unakula pesa yako watakufanyia hivi.
Very fast.
Za haraka. It doesn't really make
But I
so
feel
much
like
sense.
also it feels like also a cover up probably of what is doing with the Ethiopians and the Somalians in Mandera.
Of course.
Those who are illegally coming here
Yeah,
and
definitely.
frustrating other Kenyans, and people have been living here for long, and yet they don't even have IDs. The crazy part I was saying, like Jana, kuna watu wameishi hapa 10 years, and I remember personally this is actually studies from social studies, primary. If you stay in Kenya more than 10 years, that legally makes you a citizen of the
Absolutely.
country.
Yeah.
Sindio, if I'm not wrong, literally, but I remember that very, very well. Part of the things, the 45, 45, you're eligible for presidency and all that. But we have so many. I remember kuna time Zambians, Zimbabweans actually demonstrated in some parts of Kenya. They were complaining how they have stayed here for so long, but the government has failed to recognize them as Kenyans.
But it's 10
every time
years
they go
unapewa residential permit.
15, 16 years,
Yeah, it's 10.
10 years.
Yeah.
Residential.
Residential. So unakuwa
Residential
Kenyan
permit.
resident. Unaona kama ule mzungu
Sindio,
fake.
unapewa ID. Sasa kuna
sasa-
Zambians, I think 2023, 2024, I remember Kate was reporting it. Some Zambians demonstrated wakisema they have been going to Huduma Center, they have been begging to get identification cards, but wamenyimwa kabisa to the point they had to demonstrate about it. I don't know how the whole thing went, but I feel like it could be a cover up of maybe what he's doing, because also the Ethiopians and the Somalians who are getting here, again I relate with what happened in America before Trump became a president. They brought in a lot of illegal aliens and they were giving them everything, so many things for free. They were benefiting more than the American citizens, and this was all just for the votes. You see many, and then at the end of the day wamemalizana nao wamewatupa nje. Unaona? So
I have a friend of mine.
see,
Alipata residential after 15 years. He's been living here for a very long time. He's not Kenyan. So he was telling me how he got his, and he was so mad. And it just got me remembering, because you look like Rwandese and Zambians. They don't have, and I'm not even trying to hate. Most of them, if you look at them in Kenya, they do like basic jobs. Unaelewa? So they don't have a lot of money. Wamekuja wametoroka from kwanza Rwandese, wametoroka kukuja kutafuta greener pastures. Na Wakenya wanatoroka huku. Unaelewa, Wakenya wanatoroka. Nashangaa greener pastures gani na waleta. Na Wakenya wengine mafala wanatoroka hapa juu wanaenda kutafuta greener pastures majuu. Na again, so the friend of mine was telling me how he paid, he told me he almost paid 5 million to get that residential, and he's been
5
here.
million?
Yeah. So he was telling me what he did. He had to bribe. Because he's like,
what the hell?
He bribed.
Kwetu basi nikajenge
so he
huko.
told me he bribed. Una bribe from hivyo. Kuna rates. Kuna hierarchy. So I got these people took. He was so mad. He was like, for me to get a residential, and I've been in Kenya for more than 15 years, I had to bribe. Alafu kuna hierarchy. Una bribe huyu, ndienda bribe huyu, ndienda bribe huyu. So I'm thinking about it. That's why Rwandese hata akisema naenda kupata, they're frustrated because wanaenda huko anaambiwa toa pesa. Unaelewa? Hana hiyo pesa ya kubribe, anauza njugu. Atatoa pesa wapi? Atatoa hata million tu ya kwenda kubribe his way. Hata tusema tingekuwa 500k. Unadhani how many people would make that 500k in Kenya? And they come and the jobs they do maybe hata ni wanapata so mbili so tatu. And they have to live, they have to pay rent, they have to live. Wanatuma do kwa family. So it becomes a problem. I feel like that's why. And if you see like those people who have gotten even the residential permits and all that, they didn't get eligibly. They bribed their way in. Now, the one thing is una bribe your way, na constitution inasema unafaa upewe ukishafata this years. You know, so it's kind of hard for them, and I feel like that's why the Zambians walikuwa na Rwandese walikuwa napiga kelele, because most of them can't get that money to even bribe their way on top. So the only thing they can do ni walielie mpaka maybe right now watu waanze kureact. You know the government right now, if people now start reacting. Hey, it was so mad. It was like, man, nilitoa. It was like Kenya is the most corrupt place. Imagine I had to do this. Hata mimi nilikuwa in shock. People like, what?
God damn.
And all that.
That's
you know.
crazy.
So it was crazy. So people also bribe their ways to get that. Wengine hata maybe unaweza pata hata jaka 10 years.
Yes,
alibuy.
thank you. Actually, it's so true.
Alibuy too, like maybe alikaa 5 years to rake ni familia bought
Even
it.
two.
Yeah, hata 2.
Yeah.
Bought it. Kama anaweza pata 5 million, buy his way, gets his permit. Kidogo he buys land, he owns businesses, he's doing whatever. So that 5 million anaipata so easily.
So true.
Una get, for them that 5 million he will get, it will, him just settling here and getting that permit, he's gonna make that money easy, because now he can buy pieces of, because you can't own if you're not. He can start his businesses and all that, because now he's considered a Kenyan citizen.
Akona liquid huyo basi.
Akona liquid.
Like
Akona liquid.
Million.
Yeah.
Shit. Anaweza rudi tu kwetu, by the way, Moshaga tu Nigeria ama wapi.
Yeah, ana hiyo shida ya do.
What?
So yeah, for him, hata kama akona liquid but ilimuuma. Unageta akona like, man, just to work for somebody and give them 5 million.
That's a lot of money.
Easy.
But anyway, shout out to most of the Kenyans also saying they went to Huduma Center. Immediately after amesema tu hivyo when walikuwa around tao wakaenda wakaambua Huduma Center wakasema tutambue hiyo story.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and then so today they've woken up to saying that now. You know, it's crazy.
Look at that.
Oh my God, but welcome to Kenya. Mine, 5 million women iguza. But anyway, I said that's a lot of corruption.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Hey, at 100k.
100k nafanya hadi wenye wana make your 1 million job in like in like 3 months amesha make your 5 million for
Unajua
you.
venye nime-sweat days and nights nikitengeneza hiyo 5 million. Do you know what I'm doing?
Sasa imagine if you are Rwandese. Hakuna hata huwezi kuwa hata Kenya.
Jai pata mtu amekasirika mwenye yani ametengeneza pesa yake, like they have started for their money. They're like, do you know how much I've started for my money for you to play with my money like that? You know? I've seen someone who was really angry and you can see it on their face and the bitterness, like yenye umsema amefanyia pesa yake kazi. Like mpe tu do yake. Don't mess with this person. They can even kill you, man. Man, don't mess with people's money like that. But anyway, we have the Mzungu who's trending, the Dutch, who's of course become now the famous. I feel like most of these people, when they get clout here, they go back now, starting creating accounts, you know, and getting numbers out of it. Hey, I swear.
Oh my God.
You didn't see there's this lady who said Kenya is one of the spots because we're very active on the internet. We're very active on the internet. So we're very quick to also make shit trend. Very, very quick.
Really?
Like out of just humor, mostly out of humor. You know, you're just minding your business and you find something that's, hey, there's a record. Na post. It's like people are just living online. I remember we were working on Sunday. Man ko like, ebu fungeni madirisha. Squeeze mtu unaweza tu snap watu ukifanya ujinga, you know. You're just chilling somewhere.
If you're living in an apartment with neighbors,
you're just chilling somewhere, unajipata umetrend. Remember like the time we went out?
Yeah.
People just when people are just recording you guys dream, like
Right.
Alafu wanawatumia eti si wendo, are you kidding me?
Oh my God.
Like, please stop. Hiyo tabia pia watu waache. I feel like it's become
I
really
don't
too
think
much
they
of
can.
people just snapping
It's the
things
world that
every
we're in
time.
right
The
now.
world, in the internet world.
Oh my
It is
God.
funny. So you just have to be cautious.
It's so true.
But how cautious can you be? Also, that's super dangerous. So everybody will
But
just be
also-
watching their back.
I think we used to be cautious even before the internet.
But you know
Can
what?
it
Let's
just
say,
be like that?
let's say you're just at your place. You're already like celebrity. You're blown like big
But by that
celebrity.
time,
I
I'll
feel
have
like
my
just
own
let
compound.
someone
Yeah, so let's say for example, let's just say maybe you're in an apartment, you've gone for a meeting and you're living in this apartment.
Okay, got it.
And maybe tu unafanya makeup, unakunywa wine yako kwa balcony. You just doing your hata umeacha tu space kidogo. That's it, what on. Zoom.
Right.
Na unajua siku hizi iPhone ina zoom hadi huko, Samsung ina zoom. So people
Actually,
just
we
want
see
to.
that with Hollywood celebrities
Yeah.
because they have like these glass houses.
Yeah.
You see someone just was chilling, talking with their people or girlfriend.
Hata unaenda kupanda
Someone is
gari yako.
already. It's so true.
Pale ni parking, umeshuka tu stairs kwenda
It's
kupanda
crazy.
gari. Mtu ashakupiga picha. Oh, alifanya hivi na hivi. You know, it's crazy
Yeah, it's
because
crazy.
the comment
It's
you
really
said,
absurd.
somebody was, I read it on the comment
paparazzi.
on that post, and somebody was saying this police officer atatoka tu kwa hii nini aende aseme I'm that police officer TikTok.
I know, na
alafu
kwe-
that's how ana trend
watu
anakuwa
wanataka
celeb.
kumtukana pia,
Ah,
wengine
ama-
waanze kumwambia pole.
alafu
All
aanze
kind of
kucreate
emotions.
content alafu yeye ni celeb.
Akuwe mean.
Alafu anakuwa celeb hivyo. I saw that comment, I was like,
It's crazy.
Kenya is, because that is so possible. If he just takes a camera right now and says, I'm that police officer, that guy is just, keshoe, akona brand deal.
It's so
That's
insane.
just how it happens.
But can we talk about, before I share what that lady was saying, we talk about them Zulu, then I'm gonna share the video of that lady who's talking about Kenya is a country that can make you become famous very quickly. Kama uko careful, and you need to be careful. But can we talk about also the training of the police officers? I mean, I understand most of them are not educated well. No, I didn't say they're not educated. I added well. Okay.
What?
Yeah, most of them are not educated well, and most of them are not also trained. They are put in positions,
Right.
either through nepotism, either through corruption, either through connections. It's very easy kwanza kwa hiyo system. Bora tu unaweza kuwa na roho ya kiumbwa. Like, not
Which one
really
is that?
kiumbwa.
Dogs are so
really
adorable.
nice. Yeah, exactly.
Oh my
I'm not gonna
gosh.
defend dogs at this point. You know, unless you just have a heart like an hyena, you know.
Yes.
An hyena likes
That's
just,
true.
you know, praise on anything.
Greed, they're so
you know.
greedy.
Greedy, exactly.
Yes.
What type of weakness is this?
That is what I was saying in the morning.
Cause number one, talk about the weakness, and then talk about how they react to us. So this is Mzungu, you're not gonna react. But when Africans are demonstrating, hey, ongezea makasanse pia, you know, you know, salary.
Yeah.
Ongezea people want jobs and everything.
Hata tu venye wanakuwa handle tu kwa cell.
The way
Pale
they
tu
dress,
the same police
These are the
officer.
same people
that,
are shooting
yes.
hundreds of people, you know, during demonstration with so much anger, calling mothers, abusing people with their mothers and everything,
Absolutely.
being disrespectful. So now you're very humble because it's a Mzungu. But let's listen. Let me share the screen
What?
with you guys.
Maana
Sorry.
Kenya Nibodi alimwekea makamasi eti.
I know, that's so disrespectful.
And then that guy hadi anampanguzia kwa nguo.
And he was just quiet. He was just quiet. Are they trained to you can't respond? Wanafaa wapatane na wamajuu.
And then the worst thing it is this
US,
thing it is this
US
dirty
would have
guy.
been beaten.
The worst thing it is this dirty guy alikuwa ameshikwa juu anapiga demu yake.
Look at that.
He's a violent man. Me, I was even thinking he's on cocaine. I would be like,
Who
is he so
knows?
high to
Who
be
knows?
like mbona ko hivi? Why is he mad? He's in trouble
Because that's who
already.
it is. Absolutely.
Man, I don't understand. The cop hadi wanakaa tu wamenya. Huwezi amini hao ni wale polisi. Ukijaribu kuangalia kwanza polisi wa Nyotu.
I know.
Ukijaribu kuangalia wale polisi wa Sel, huwezi amini. Huwezi amini.
It's crazy. But let me play this.
Go! Yeah! I don't want to see your ugly face anymore. Make it sound, make it fucking, or I put out the moves. No, you can say that word. No, none of those are really natural. And I want you to leave right now.
And the lady is smiling.
Now. Out of my office. Out of my office, fucker. Now. Leave. 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 Leave!
For me, it's the way the police was reacting. That was what caught me. And you're just gonna stand there, someone even do that to you as a human, leave alone your position. You know, like me nikuje tu nikufanyie hivyo alafu utasimama tu hapo. That's what I'm asking. Exactly. Leave alone your position as a cop. You as a human now. Where's your dignity? You know, what, like you're gonna just take the disrespect. Like, oh, okay.
You can't disrespect me in my premises.
Exactly, your premises.
Yes.
And then the crazy thing, somebody was saying on the comments,
Oh my
hapa ndo
goodness.
kuna hapa ndo kuna guns Joby,
Mhm.
kuna mapingu,
Yes.
there is everything, nyundo,
I know.
whatever, the other
The way
things
they
they work
torture
with.
people.
They have them in your, all you have to do is kutoa pingu, ekia umtu,
Yes.
dakika moja.
What
Si ati ya
is
una.
he gonna do? It's being recorded. Everything is definitely there. And I know if it was an African during
That, exactly, that's what I'm saying. It was like a Kenyan.
Oh my gosh.
Ungepigwa mabare hapo, ungekuwa
It's
back
a
left.
fact.
Ungekuwa sijui umepigwa saizi uko aje just because he's a white man. This also
Yes.
shows weakness in a black man.
That's what I was
It's
talking
not the
about.
first time we've seen this. You remember the Chinese guy?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Huko hivyo mwenye alikuwa anapiga somebody and people are watching.
Yeah.
Actually, I shot this
Recording.
man and recording. And
But
you're a
also,
black man.
There's another one that I saw also of a Chinese man and gatekeeper. But the gatekeeper was fighting
Piga
him.
huyo mtu, that's-
Yeah.
imagine
Like
ka-
you cannot. He was fighting back.
Imagine
like,
kama
come
uli
on.
bwanako, mimi
No.
siwezi, some sort of weakness in this man.
Yeah.
How is another man coming to your premise alafu unarudi home
I
with
know.
your masculine? When you're home you're masculine. This is a weakest man.
He is.
Number one.
All
Hata-
those cops over there,
even that woman.
they should retire.
Kwanza wamama venye wananga hata
Ai,
wamama
huruma.
hawana huruma.
Hawana
Mbona huyu ako na
huruma.
huruma?
Because he's a
Masanze.
white man. That's the only reason.
Yeah.
Because if it was a black man, that would definitely not be the case right
Yeah.
I
now.
know.
Yes.
It's so
They're
crazy.
Hierarchy
Inferior complex.
But
Yes.
apparently, he has been
Sad.
deported.
As
That
he
is what
should.
has happened.
Angepigwa kwanza
I
salimiwe
know.
vizuri adipotiwe
I
kama
know.
kona mapatches.
Please.
What the hell is he walking comfortably hadi bado wanampea sijui services gani?
Yeah, so they're saying that the Kenya
Oh
has
my
deported
gosh,
the Dutch
audacity.
man over the assault and spitting on police officers. So, and of course, looking at the comments
Trust
of
me,
most of the
Joby,
people,
do you think why he's been deported? Because
he's
it's
white,
trending.
and of course he's white.
Thank
Because
you.
it's trending.
And
If
he's
he
white.
Yeah.
No,
And he's white.
Not really.
not really. He's deported because he's white.
Yes.
Let me tell you why.
Consequences, hata nikwambie.
Yeah,
The reason
consequences
why-
would have
if
been
we go
deeper.
back to now what Kamlesh was now trying to talk about factually, now this applies
Yeah.
about race
Yeah.
and why he was favored and how black people would be treated. I was talking about a good example. Last week we were talking about a woman who went to pick her child. Ni kama kuje, let's say you want to pick something here, then you come park here down Rima, but a cop sees you because you don't live here. A cop who doesn't even live here, it's just
Okay.
a cop,
Right.
you know, minding their business. Oh, umepark wapi hapa, uishi hapa, you know. She just parked literally on side of the road.
Right.
Go pick the child, come
Okay,
back and
yeah.
drive na aende. Badala kuishinda akiingia shule na kuna space ya kupark kando ya barabara. She was beaten like a woman, like a man. I mean, she was really beaten like a man. Nakutumia your video.
Yeah.
She was beaten like a man, beaten to the ground. Akekwa ile nini ya kama George Floyd, akisema I can't breathe. Amemwekea magoti, and he didn't give a damn.
That is in
That's a
Kenya?
woman. No, in America.
Okay, got
so
it.
looking at race,
Yeah.
okay, that's a black person.
Black woman.
Also any other black person,
Yes,
Nigerians,
true.
Ghanaians,
Absolutely.
Kenyans. How many Kenyans tunasikia they get arrested there? There's
Yeah.
tulikuwa tunadiscuss, I think early this year of a woman was supposed to be alikuwa uliwe huko, ilikuwa country gani, alipatikana na Madrid, if you can remember. Then some, I think Ruto, some people went to talk so that actually,
this
you
is
remember the case?
Arabic
Yes,
nation.
Yeah,
Yes.
you remember?
She was almost hanged.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So this is a black
Saudi
person.
Arabia.
Something that you can actually talk over. Say ameua mtu or anything. You know, it's just, yeah, it's wrong, but execution, come on, we don't have to go there. Pardon, or maybe ban them from traveling to that country or any Arabic country.
Absolutely.
You can put other laws.
Yeah.
hakuna mtu alijua what really happened to her.
Yeah,
Actually,
exactly.
don't
It
know
was
what
left.
happened.
They just said that she's been pardoned and then your story like that.
So your story kama ilidai, we know what happened.
Yeah,
I'm
probably
just saying,
she was scared.
allegedly.
Because even the family didn't say anything about
Exactly,
it. You know.
exactly. Na kwa hiyo
Yeah.
tuka hizo takuwa tu maybe do kidogo
Oh my
nyamazia.
gosh.
Yeye ndiye alikuwa on the wrong. Tumejaribu, but we're sorry as a country because the country tried to intervene literally. So looking at the case, how many times again talk about the Chinese? We've spoken about the Chinese, Indians, sometimes, white people,
All of them,
all of
actually,
them. Okay,
yes.
you see the same behavior.
Yeah.
So the question is, and you only see them deported only. There's no them being arrested for like 10 years,
Absolutely.
harsh laws.
No
Yeah.
consequences.
There's no serious consequences. So number one, yes, he's trending and he's white.
I agree. I definitely agree because we were even saying it's just deported only. Like you'd have been
that's so-
mbona akupewa sentencing hapa so that he
Thank
can go and
you.
serve the sentence in their country because that is what they actually always do.
They arrest
You
you
give-
in that country.
Yeah, they arrest you, you face, and then you go. Either this country gives you how do we call it, a hearing or whatever, and then you're judged. So you're deported back to the prison in your country. You face the consequences over there, or you're taken to your court in your country. Alafu wanakupea sasa charges zao on their end.
Yeah.
But just because he's a white man, he's just been deported. So probably atapelekwa kwa airport. He goes not even Tanzania to next year. He's in Tanzania, if not Kenya.
It's
You know,
so
that's
true.
the same thing because once bitten, sure shy. He'll never
so
change.
true.
And he's been beating people. If he can beat a woman, what makes you think he's not going to spit on a cop?
Absolutely.
Most definitely. That can tell you how low this guy is. But again, also, one thing I've also noticed in Kenya, just because something is trending is in the public, that's when you see the country or the law reacting to it accordingly. Because people, this thing went viral this morning.
Yes.
It was already on all social media platforms. on all
Yesterday at
blogs,
night
yes.
it was there.
It was already
Niliona
there,
jana usiku.
you know, and on all blogs, Kenyans are talking about it on TikTok. So that's why unasikianga, oh, tunamdeport. Ingekuwa ni chini ya maji, hata umse atungejua. Ingekuwa hiyo kamera tu haiko.
Yeah.
This guy probably has done a lot, even worse to
Yeah.
these police officers. So one thing I've also noticed about the Kenyan
to other
judicial,
people.
yeah,
Yeah.
the Kenyan judicial system, they will only act because now it is in the public side. If it is not in the public side, acha tuisort chini ya maji. So this guy is white, he can pay some money, then let it
And
snap.
also maybe their government. They always say if you're a foreigner, literally, your government will come and speak for you in anything.
Yeah.
But have you seen any African individual in any other country, anything happens to them? Do you actually see any government official pleading, making calls? It reminds you of power. These people, they know they got power on their hand, and you cannot do anything to me. I'ma treat you like however I want you to treat you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the power they know they carry and the power they know their government has. Yeah, so,
is so
even
true.
the government maybe intervened, just deport him back. But what about us?
I know.
Who's basically intervening for us? Nobody.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So let me go through some few
Alafu najua
comments.
embassy zao zinawaga mpaka
Thank you.
protect.
That's what I was saying.
Embassy, of course, they have
Yeah.
their embassy.
Embassies.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But we have some few comments from the people here. They're saying hivyo tu ama kuna
Exactly.
something else atafanyiwa,
Hivyo tu,
you know,
that's
literally,
right.
na get even though there's something, because there should be consequences.
I know.
Because deportation, it's not like you've been banned from the country again. You can come back, repeat the same thing, get deported,
yes.
or go to another country,
Do the
repeat the
same
same thing.
thing.
Because John Mosquito is saying, as much as that's not really good, I think you meant it's not good. He says this is good in a way because now the whole world is going to see this and expose us as Africans of our for our stupidity, cowardness, and docility, which is kind of true, because the fact that no one tried to react, number
absolutely,
one, they were
yes.
just all of them. The
Chills.
woman is smiling, the guy is just chilling, not even
Are you
reacting, not even
kidding me?
angry, you know. So you're just like, this is how they can get treated, you know. And again, we're the same people, just the same as them. White people are so united somehow.
yes, they
White people are so
are.
united.
They are really
Indians are so
cool,
united.
right? All other
Asians
races
are so united. You know, Africans, We're so divided.
It's a
It's
fact.
crazy that no one stood up for this guy.
I
At least
know.
to recognize. Hata kupakata mtu makamasi. But
Even the
like,
guy was taking
what
the
the
video.
hell?
Why are you not
know.
saying anything?
Imagine the guy was actually taking the video. The Mzungu came and asked him, "And who the fuck are you, bro?"
Oh, you cannot talk to me like
What the
that.
fuck are you?
I'll
What are you
remind
doing
you
here?
who I am
What?
in my country.
It's crazy,
Are you
man.
kidding me?
It's so crazy. But also someone else says on the comment section, what nyie wa Kenya vipi tena hiyo litakwa I can't read that. That's so hard to read.
It is a black
Sorry,
man.
so hard.
Hey, bang, bang, bang.
Someone says very good, sending a resounding message to all those badly behaved individuals. What you can't do in Europe, you can't do it anywhere else.
Man, au wazungu au
What you-
foreigners wanadhaningi
yeah,
tu wako na
Yes,
wanakuwa
I
na
know.
freedom ingine,
Privilege.
like they have like the audacity,
Privilege.
you know, white
It's the
privilege.
superiority complex.
Man, it's crazy
They
because
know we are better than you.
even in the streets when
Yeah.
anaongelesha tu watu
I
just
know.
because he's a white
Me,
man.
don't try me.
Mostly I feel like in the at the coast is
At the
crazy.
coast.
What we are coast to,
They
and one
worship
thing
these
about,
people.
and I'm not even saying something, I feel like siko ubaya, but not everybody in coast, okay? But what we are
But
coast
mostly.
wanakuanga illiterate kiplani.
Okay.
Unaget?
Okay.
Yeah, and so wanasifu hao watu.
It's a fact.
They like them.
Yeah, this is the only person in my life.
Who will say
Wacha,
it.
even madem wow, they are so in a hurry to marry these people.
White people, yeah.
You know, or to get into a, when they see a white person, everything changes.
Thank you.
Unajua? So you find from that perspective, these people wanakuja na your mindset, I'm better than you.
And you know
everywhere.
they actually communicate like which is the best place to go and visit in Kenya and get women quickly.
Quickly.
They talk about
Exactly in
this.
their groups and
Yes.
stuff like that. So atendo, atendoko cost afanye vitu zake, aongeleshe watu vibaya, apige watu, apate mademka 50. They do whatever they want to do and get away with it. It's not the first time we've seen a white man actually misbehaving, and most of the time it's
Yes.
always during at the coast areas. Nimekubali sawa, it's not fair. This shit haizi fanya hapa Nairobi.
I
Haizi
know.
fanya kwa street.
You cannot do it.
You can't. Unless
any
upate mtu
person.
fala.
No.
It's like the conversation that what Maya's wife was talking about. You tend to
Miss
play
Trudy,
to
Miss
book.
Trudy, yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
It's
Man,
crazy.
it's, kuna mwingine alikataa
Booking the
kulipana.
hotel.
I don't know if you remember mwenye alikataa kulipana maraya.
Hey!
Ana naongea vibaya na tusi watu kwa street. Watu walimtoa nguo. Yeah.
It was bad.
It was
That was
bad.
a good one.
It was on TikTok.
Yeah.
Watu walimlipa, utalipa.
Why?
Yeah,
You
I
alikuwa
didn't see that.
Man,
You can
Damn.
afford it, honey. I thought you had some dollars.
I know.
It's some euros.
And the woman used a caretaker.
Imagine that.
Alikuwa unajua alikuwa tu alikuwa jua anauza. So
Yes.
for her yuko
But you
embarrassed
know they're
about
very
it.
unashamed about
Anashem.
this.
So caretaker na watu wamevalia huu mzungu hapo parking. It went walimtoa alilipa. Alafu unajua alikuwa na kiburi because he's a white man.
Yes.
So how many have done that or have even done worse if they can
Oh
speak
my
on you?
God!
That's
African
true.
women, reclaim your power back, and men.
And the how your
Please.
men we expect if this is
I
a police who's
know.
supposed to be protecting
Look
the
at
nation,
that.
how is he
Thank
gonna
you.
protect the society as a man?
I know. Someone else says, I hope they have compensated the man who got her so insulted. Compensated for what?
You stand up for
How
yourself.
is he compensated?
Compensate what?
That's
For
a
what?
big
Instead
ass
of
black man.
compensation.
The audacity.
As you compensate you for shit.
And
Who
you
said
know
to make
why
an
he
example?
acted
And
like
then-
that? Because he knows the power that's behind him.
Exactly.
The embassy, his government. He's like, you can't do anything to me.
I know.
It's a fact.
Yeah,
Someone also-
but you don't alikuwa shaona kamera imetoka.
He didn't even care.
He didn't even care. It just shows you this is a weak man. Naturally, he's a weak man.
Oh,
With
record,
the-
yeah, the
he's
call.
a weak man without the uniform or
And
with
he knew
the
it was being
uniform.
recorded.
Yes.
Then why did he even react?
I know.
Record,
Kama
record.
unaogopa sawa mdosi wako mtu ako na power, there's already camera, you can prove
Thank
it.
you.
Whom say is the one that was doing this, I was actually
Right?
protecting
And
myself.
Kenyans will be on your side.
On your side.
Yeah.
But he stood like a bitch.
So let's hear what he had to say.
Zimeshuka.
Sawa sawa.
Yeah, someone says it should be banned too from entering the country, from entering this beloved country of ours. You know, exactly, because it's gonna do the same thing. It's gonna come back to the same thing, knowing that this is the norm behavior, or expecting the same norm behavior.
Absolutely.
And again, like you said, they know the power they carry.
They know.
Everywhere they go, they are protected by their embassies, by their people.
Absolutely.
It's I'm gonna do it, you know, nakuna mali mtanipeleka. It's so crazy. But on the last conversation of the day, I'm gonna share the lady, and then I think we're gonna wind up with something else. Mwenye amesema how Kenyans are being played for clicks. The rise of online bait culture. I don't know if because she talked about watu kuinuka tu mbio in Kenya. Let me show you
guys
the fame.
Okay, got it.
I have a question, and it's something that's making me a little mad, and I know that I'm kind of new to this platform, but still it's bothering me. One of the major things I've noticed is that Kenya is a huge force on this platform, on TikTok. Such a huge force on this platform, to the point where people from other countries, when they want to go viral, they will mention Kenya, right? This is how major, and everyone knows.
Then you'll find Kenyans on the comments now.
They're giving
you've seen most of the people like wanasema wa Kenyans have attacked me, Kenyans have you know, this and this, like, or Kenyans showed me love. Different type of emotions, you know.
Was that on this platform Kenya is a major and recognized force, right? So then tell me why Kenyan creators don't have access to the creator monetization program. You don't have access to the creator marketplace. You don't have access to TikTok shop.
I know.
Are we serious? Like, I'm feeling, it's feeling a little colonizer, that people can actually profit from making content about Kenyans, but Kenyans cannot profit from being on this platform.
I'm sorry, baby.
Unless you hustle for gigs, or unless...
I'm sorry, Kenyans hate each other. Let's not also lie about it. Kenyans hate Kenyans.
Okay, tribalism.
Yeah, like even not even looking at it from a tribalic space.
She's talking about monetizing.
Yeah, she's talking about why are we not given that space to monetize? Why we know somebody can come and trend in Kenya? It's because Kenyan will I will make you trend just because you're not Kenyan. Nilikuwa naona video fulani, just call a Kenyan. I don't know if you've been meeting these TikTok videos, right? Where watu wamekuwa, and some of them have become common. If you want to trend, just name a Kenyan, or just say anything about Kenyan. Kenyan utakuja kutusi kwa comments, and that's how you get numbers up. A lot of people have been saying, hey man, never passed through Kenyan Twitter, or never passed through Kenyan online. And you know Kenyans are very huge online. Just do anything about Kenyans.
Yeah.
The only thing that Kenyans come together, and they will when now you're going to present them, and somebody from another country amekuja kukutu, now they will stand. Even if it is Willy Paul, hata kama wapendi Willy Paul in Kenya, they will like fuck Willy Paul.
Actually loved.
Unajua?
Yeah.
But sasa Willy Paul apigane tu na Diamond. Hapo ndio sasa kujia Willy Paul. What support Willy Paul. They do that to OG every day.
Yeah.
Unaelewa? But when OG is going to actually represent or fight a Kenyan war, they will come together and say that. So I feel like it might not be the full reason, but that's why the thing of support for support. Kenyans don't support each other.
What I'm understanding from this
is
from the
monetization.
government perspective, why the content creators in Kenya, their TikToks, their pages,
because since we're big,
TikTok shop, since definitely if we start monetizing, can you imagine how many TikTokers will make money?
I agree.
And that's what she's talking about. It's like a colonization mentality from the government, and basically collaborating with these other foreign nations.
I feel like
to do
also
that.
It's not just Kenya, because I feel like most of the African countries don't benefit from most of these platforms. Because kama ni ku benefit from Instagram, we should be most of the people benefited from Instagram kitambo.
I agree.
Like when we go back to stories as you socialite nini, when you put numbers, whatever could make you wanakwambia these numbers are gonna get you to this whatever. Hakuna kitu kaya nishaipata. Hakuna kitu mimi niliwahi ona. Most of the people hakuna. If I'm to ask most of them, maybe I don't know if there's anyone even being paid by Instagram in Africa.
Like that.
Na kama wako, it's a few. And probably you have to use a very hard process of paying some things, you know, through which mostly itakuitisha cash app, you know, they're something to do with them, connected with their banks,
Absolutely.
their bank system, not M-Pesa.
So
not
true.
M-Pesa,
Yeah.
PayPal
Yeah.
or Cash App, literally.
But now
So-
solution
Mhm.
if we are using their own companies, right? We're using everything here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not? And it's not why not. I believe they're there. They are very own African apps.
Yeah.
But people don't want to try them. People just believe in let's go try because this one and this one and this one. And I know
yeah.
which if we are about to look for like the best solutions, why not have our own? And if we have our own, that could actually help us monetize as much as we can, instead of, because Cash App huwezi tumia hapa, lazima uko na connection ya mse mwenye ako majuu ndio Cash App. So unapata most people, even TikTok. You remember when Kit was saying we can't actually do the marketing here because we're not actually,
we don't have a TikTok shop.
Yes.
It's going to be
Absolutely.
monetized in the States and stuff like that. If we had, like, I'm not even saying about Kenyan TikTok, let's say it's not TikTok, just a thing, an app, somebody comes with it, like an app where we can actually monetize our own thing, I think that will be it. But if we are looking for, like, okay, PA to say this, what is the solution here? Because at the end of the day, since tunapea content, ukiangalia TikTok, Kenyan TikTok is active.
So
Literally, Kenyan TikTok songs blow up,
People
content
have
blow up,
numbers.
people have millions of numbers.
Yes.
So sit now feed na content and we're not getting money for
That's
it.
true. I feel like, to add on your point, and also yours, I agree what you're saying, and adding on again, like, I feel like because not just Kenya, but Kenya being the major, that's just the fact. Okay, I don't know Nigeria. Shout to kids saying Nigerians said we don't care about no Nigerians. It's Kenyans first, but we care about you. But anyway, the fact that we're a big platform on not just TikTok, Instagram, and probably other applications. Twitter, Twitter ni crazy.
Yeah,
man.
Twitter is
You don't
Kenya.
wanna go through Twitter.
Literally.
Hey, mimi nilisurrender. It's crazy, but I feel like there should be at least a thought of this, where compensation comes in. Literally, the term compensation. With the government, at least have an agreement of, since your country put our app on this particular point, and we gain more profit from having audience connect with the majority of the people from your country, maybe people can start being real monetization and benefiting from this. When you get this particular number, subscribers, followers, whatever, this is how you start to benefit. Because most of the people, again, most of the people are, their business is online.
Absolutely.
Most of the people are promoting their businesses through online platforms, literally, and pages. So I can have my own personal page and still have other businesses pages. So naku support in different ways, literally, for just having two platforms. This beauty na hii personal yangu, and the fact that both of them are doing good in numbers, they mean separately zote, literally, because the numbers still flock the same according to expectations. So compensation should now apply here. At least have an agreement with countries and their system on how monetization can apply. But again, we go back to who controls the system.
But Nani did that when it was, what's the name? Trump. You remember, I don't know if this might apply, but my head is telling me about. Remember when there was that thing of TikTok with Chinese and whatever, they had to come to an agreement, and I feel like he actually.
Do you know how it has affected America?
How has it affected America?
You can't see certain contents now in America. Like wamechukua 80% control.
The Americans.
Yeah.
Yes.
So how comes now it's like you tell me you own like your label of clothing, then I can't tell you, Shumani, since you're the creator of this, but I've seen so many people are woke, and it's a threat, not actually hey, it's a threat. We want to take control of this. You're gonna give us 80% of your share. You're back in at 20%. Are you okay with that?
No, it's not okay.
Of course.
But I'm looking at it from this perspective, not even relating to what I'm looking at it like. A lot of Americans were making money from TikTok, right? And they would like, walikuwa nakanga hivi tunasikia you made millions over just being an influencer and all that. And if we have Kenyans actually who are creating that content for TikTok itself, right? So we have a package to actually sell to these people. Without the Kenyan TikTok is not gonna work in Kenya. Why don't we have our own government standing in with that and say, okay, this, and standing for Kenyan content creators and have a say, okay, start monetizing it, or we ban that TikTok in Kenya and create our own thing. You see, yeah, because we know we are making money for you guys on TikTok naturally, and you're not monetizing.
On the question of our own platforms, like we have so many black people who have actually like different apps. Because I remember actually when TikTok was being banned, there's a time in America there was a back and forth, Trump trying to take control, and there are times Americans didn't have access to TikTok for some hours, then ikarudi, and literally what I'd say, it's not gonna be really easy for just a country to at the same time also do that, because you go back to the people who completely now control the system. So if we're gonna be able to use our own black created platforms, we have to get rid of all these people too. You know, I think Burkina Faso, Niger and Mali have the capability of doing that right now. Number one, why? They don't even the media ziko control na wao peke yao. They don't have America, France. So information is CC, and if we're sharing anything from outside, still it's us who are controlling the narrative, not lies. Because today, actually, when you look at some TikTok videos, when you search some things, inakwambia, this is not there. And that videos you could find kitambo. After the 80% ownership, kuna video sasa ukitafuta na unajua tu ungepata hata kama ni video ya kitambo explain a bit of what you're looking for. Now you can't find it. So it has to take again a whole revolution of the whole system for us to completely support black platforms, literally. Like look at Black on Fire. Black on Fire was big before even I joined. Shout out to Keith. Had numbers, but completely lost them the moment he continue going, you know, deep and deep and deep into the conversations of everything about the truth. So this is someone who has been on YouTube for years, literally. The platform has been existing for years. We're supposed to be benefiting. The fact that especially right now, 23K, that is a good number of monetization. As much as we have it, we do have monetization, but we don't gain anything. Even the super chat wakituma, like tunamenga wasemu tustumata super chat, tuma tu kwa kasha. Do they deduct all the amount? Literally. Super chat watakata do yao, donaenda kupata ni kidogo sana. So it's a whole revolution of the system according to how I'm understanding it. Yeah, but looking at also winding up as we wind up with what she was saying.
You go live and people send you lions.
I know.
Do you know how much money people from other countries are making on this platform? It's insane. I'll make it.
I know, and then we get a live, you're excited, and other people are making millions.
Imagine hiyo live yenye hiyo lion yenye amekutumia moja. Ye probably ana make 90 lions in a day.
No, crazy. Millions and
millions in a day, man.
It's crazy, man. But literally that has been our conversation for today. The Tubonge Show. I see Joe Mosquito has been with us in the building. Shout out to everyone with us also on the chat. Who is literally watching, kindly hit that like button as you leave and as we wind up. Joe Mosquito, Karibu, and Kwaheri. But he was saying earlier, this video is very embarrassing of the Mzungu, and also added that it's really disgusting, and also saying that as a black man he can't see the psychology of that weak white man purposely punking him and in front of his female police colleague who was just smiling. I know it's crazy. And John Mosquito says Joby, the other races are not united, they hate each other, however they are all on code and united against black people. Well, I didn't mean united like Asians are united with the Europeans and all that. Their culture, exactly. You find Indians with Indians, fellow Indians, you know, Asians stand with their fellow Asians. But of course, being in code against black people, is it there? It is really, really much there. But yeah, we're coming to the end of today's conversation here, and of course, catch us the same time, same place next Wednesday. But tonight, myself and Keith shall be coming back with the Africa Today Show as we talk about what is happening with Amazon firing almost 30,000 people. That's a lot of number. And we have the AI taking replacement of everything. So join us tonight as we uncover that and much more about Hurricane Missile in Jamaica. Bombo clat. Bombo clat na maji na kuja. It's crazy. It's playing too much. But what are your closing remarks?
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We do this every Wednesday. Catch us on the next station. Much love.
Reclaim your power and never allow anybody, white, yellow, green, black, purple, to disrespect you.
Yeah.
My name is Irton Gloria. Much love.
White, yellow, purple, green. To disrespect you.
Yes.
Period.